We're gonna cast this match here. This is gonna be Yomies versus Blockback Mountain. So this is a ESEA intermediate playoff match. This will probably decide the, I mean, it'll be, I expect one of these two teams to win the season, so this might be an indication of who's currently in the lead. Do I ever see Comp TF2 getting as big as something like Counter-Strike? Depends if we get some outside support, because the reason CS and all those other games are big is because they're artificially promoted, or artificially, like, you know, whatever. Yeah, Valve and the other companies that make their games put a lot of effort into promoting their games. Valve does not do that for TF2. Blockback to win no matter what. I think I agree. I think I'm leaning towards Blockback in this one. Players to watch out for, I'm going to say Free State on Scout and Block on Demo. Then on the other team, players to watch out for are going to be probably Scissor, Scout, and Sniper. I encountered him in Highlander the other day. It gives you a headache the way that I spec around. CJ and Scissor, yeah. Those are the two that I'd say are the playmakers. Scissor likes to play Sniper and I will, I'll try and stick to a first person as much as I can, or maybe third person. But here we are going live. I'll quickly go over the rosters. On Yomies we have, fuck, these guys have different names. Rolling on Medic, Cadison and Scissor on Scout. ATT on Demo, CJ and Yeremy on Soldier. And the other team we have Cabin and Tic Tac on Soldier, Free State and Newspeak on Scout, Erica on Medic, Block on Demo. I think I recognize everyone on Mount, but some of these names on Yomies are definitely different than what I'd expect. Cadison here, sneaking in the kitchen, so I'm watching Cadison. Getting ready to push in, flanking here, pushes in straight on the Demo, Block the first death on mid, so the powerhouse on Block already down, and right now it's just a DM fight, no medics, but CJ down to 1 health, ATT down to 30. If anyone knows these names, let me know. But ATT surviving, and that's crucial. At least he can put up a trap or something, slow down the second push. The scouts both surviving from Blockback, so potentially coming in aggressively here. Newspeak and Free State both in. Newspeak, though, putting in some pressure. The fight, though, happening on second here. Blockback Mountain going full in. Newspeak cannot get ATT down. He's down to 30 health. And now Cabin, though, the roamer coming in behind, gonna threaten the back cap. This back cap is huge. Oh, the crits was popped from Block. Wasn't watching the combo, sorry. I said I was gonna be watching first person. But look, they haven't even acknowledged the back cap. I don't think they've even realized it yet. Now CJ has, but Cabin already rolling his way into last, and looks like Cabin's might just get this already. CJ bombing in. Oh, CJ and Yeremy both catch it just in time. Take down Cabin, but Cabin with the back cap opens up the round really for his team. Almost won it single-handedly by slipping behind there. Saw the opening and went for it. Very smart play by him. Surprised to see Erica not staying on crits. Now would be a good time to go crits, but Cabin actually on Spy already. Let me bump the interp up a little bit and smooth it out. So Cabin's in on Spy. Scissor also on Spy. Oh, checking the beam for Scissor. He's got that Highlander technique down. But the Ubers are just about even here. Gonna keep my eye on Cabin to see what he can do. Cabin's the new Mela. Maybe he does play a little bit like Mela. Oh, he's gonna bump. Oh, he doesn't bump. He's gonna get the stab. This medic's gonna die. 2 pokes, and the medic survives, gets in spawn. Yeremy now gonna take that opening, pushing here onto Tic Tac, but gonna die immediately. Scissor sniping. Interestingly, actually, I remember he was sniping me with the Machina when I played him in Highlander. But Tic Tac actually dies to a sticky trap. The Uber is popped, so kind of a weird time to pop. Maybe he was forced because of Tic Tac's death, but the Yomi's gonna try and push into lobby now. We've got CJ leading it up here, coming in aggressively. If he can close this distance, he could get his team off of last, but the Blockback Mountain has retreated all the way back to yard. Cabin goes down. Both scouts in so aggressively, but they get the force out and escape, so really good playing by the Blockback scouts here. A little bit of contesting from Blockback. Is someone in behind flanking? No, it's just a full team fight here in yard. Trading frags back and forth, but it's going to go in Blockback Mountain's favor. Yeremy, though, alive, looking like he could be going for a play here soon. Rolling has gone down. Yeremy kind of... Oh, wow, that long-range rocket. Yeremy takes down Erica. What a shot. That rocket is going to save this round for his team. So Yeremy making the big play. Block kind of getting in aggressive here. If they could punish him, they could start pushing out here. Actually, with the heal advantage, they might be able to start playing aggressively, but... we're still here on last with the Yomies. Scissor sniping, so running an off-class tends to indicate that the team is going to stay on last, but picking the demo tends to indicate that they're going to push out. And with a soldier committing just at that moment, I think they may go down too. Oh, Cabin escaping. That really should not have... they really should not have let Cabin escape, because already having the demo pick and then a soldier basically delivering himself to get picked, you really want to make sure you get that pick. But here he goes. Scissor and Caddison working together well, cleaning up Cabin. So now 2 picks. Another scout caught in. Free State. Free State really hasn't... I feel like he hasn't made any big plays yet, so still warming up. That was an opportunity there for him to maybe make a play, but Blockback Mountain down 3. Yomi's playing well, pushing off of last. I've seen too many times teams on last just never pushing out, but the Yomis are not going to follow that tradition. Now here, Ubering in super aggressive. CJ with nice damage onto that scout outside of the Uber. Always important to look for the targets that are not Ubered. And now jumping on the roof, completely distracting all of Blockback and still putting out good damage. But where's the follow-up? Looks like there was a little bit of cleanup happening, but his team is certainly winning this. They played as a very solid unit there. CJ doing his job well, using his Uber and then jumping away once the Uber went out. So here we go. The push is coming in a second. So we've actually seen these same 3 players dead the last 2 pushes. We've seen both Soldiers and Free State dead from Blockback Mountain. So we're going to need to see Tic Tac surviving a little bit more if Blockback wants to stay in this game or slow down these rounds, because the momentum has completely shifted towards the Yomies, and this is very exciting because I think we all expected that round to end. Free State hits a nice snipe onto Scissor, but might not mean much unless they start pushing out. Cabin actually already sneaking through here. Oh, Cabin wasting that opportunity in my opinion. Probably should not have shot at that Soldier. Actually, because sometimes if people don't know you're there, it's better to keep walking and look for a juicier target. But Cabin goes for the Soldier trade, and it does work out for his team. They're pushing out here, and Yomi's back on mid, even Ubers, but down 2, no scouts, so expecting Blockback to just roll in here. Gonna need some sort of coordinated spam from Yeremy and CJ here, or a trap kill or something if they want to hold this. Yeremy hitting nice rockets onto Tic Tac down to 50 health, but Yeremy getting focused down really hard. If he can get healed up or arrowed really quick, he's gonna jump in even with low health. That's a play I really like to see out of roamers and soldiers, is even when their health is low, they still go for the play because they know their team needs the pressure to be taken off them. And Yeremy went for it, almost killed off the medic, couldn't quite do it. Free State now warming up, gets rolling down, who I think would be Zilly, would it not be? But Free State here coming in for a flank, gonna catch out 2 people in upper lobby, hits the Soldier and the demo, couldn't settle on a target that he wanted to focus down, couldn't hit the shots that he needed to kill both of them. The Uber has been forced, Scissor getting caught out, CJ and Scissor both sacrificing their lives to get this Uber out, but worth it I'd say, because better than getting Ubered into on last. So now another full momentum swing. Yomies on last, while Blockback Mountain positioned to win this round. The first round here still very, very close, 0-0 tied game. Seeing some good off-classing from the Yomies. I like to see that. I like to see the heavy, this invisible heavy, here's floating minigun, and also the sniper. So the off-class is always a good way to defend, to buy time for your team. Gonna try and see what the Blockback Mountain squad has up their sleeves, how they like to approach this. We've seen Cabin do a little bit of off-classing. Maybe we'll see a little bit more. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on him, see if he goes for a play here. Looks like he's gonna shift to lower, gets buffed up, immediately does a rocket jump and takes self-damage. So he's entering last with no buff. Definitely not the most effective way, but a good jump that he does, a good route, goes for the sniper, realized that his that the sniper was a little bit overextended. And now Tic Tac starting to walk it in, get some room here. Let's see what the pressure Erica has on her. Down to 70 health, pops second and manages to link up with Tic Tac, but he's weak, so keeping the Uber on him, flashing over to the demo, but bad positioning here in this low ground, in this pit, and you really don't want to end your Ubers there. If your Uber's not going to go well, you want to retreat up to the high ground if possible. So a little bit of a mistake from the Blockback squad, and a full wipe because of it, pushing in off even number trades and then Ubering and ending it in a bad position. So Yomies though moving quickly, pushing out here. They're gonna push out in time for Cabin to miss the respawn. Let's see if they plan to use that small window to get into mid with no roamer pressure. No, looks like they're slowing it down. They do know they have a huge Uber advantage, so probably wise on them to take mid off the Uber, not just the numbers. And gonna put my eyes onto CJ here, who's no doubtedly gonna be taking this Uber in super aggressive, see what he can do with it. They decide to come up to catwalk, hits a nice solid direct, and looks like Blockback trying to go for a wrap, but CJ drops his Uber directly on top of them. Oh, kills off the medic. They're focusing down Tic Tac. Tic Tac goes down, and they're being hit from both directions, but they focus down Newspeak first. ATT hitting the pipe from long range onto Block. He's going to hit this pipe onto Free State, is he not? No, he goes down. Looks like Rolling died there in the process, but here we go. We're going into mid. A wipe from Mountain. Going for a little bit of a sneaky play there with that that wrap back cap. Being at an Uber disadvantage, maybe they figured that was all they really could do, but I feel like they could have easily kited the Uber. Turns out Yomies are not actually going to get to cap mid. They got half the cap time, but the spawns and the heals come fast enough. Erica on crits, I see. So Yomies actually not getting mid off that. I'm very surprised to see that. But still in this game at least. Not in control though. Blockback Mountain. Cabin going down early. Questionable timing on that push from Cabin, because the crits, no better way to open a crits up than have a soldier jump in and distract. But the crits coming out window. They pop it onto Block, who drops the medic on his first sticky, drops a scout, drops another scout. Every sticky connecting. Block getting 3 frags. Now the desperation plays. Here comes the demo bomb. Jumps on his own sticky and kills himself. Oh boy. A little bit of a mishap there, but big play from Block. Block, solid, not folding under pressure, hits his crit stickies, gets a big 3K, and then another while pushing last. Block winning that round for his team at the end there. Gonna watch him on middle, see if he carries that accuracy into middle, see if he hits his stickies. Doing that extra jump there, trying to be a little bit faster. Misses the first shot, but yeah, no real damage being traded from the demos here. Reloading now, focusing down the soldier, but Block down to 5 health. CJ comes in and takes him out. So Block has died early on both these mids. And the Yomies are just dominant. They're super aggressive. Tic Tac caught in with half health. He's going to try and go for a play, but hopefully they remember he's here. Tic Tac hits a nice rocket, misses the air shot, but shotties down Caddison. And still just surviving here, and has an opportunity to kill the medic now. Okay, he goes down finally. Got a little bit nervous there. And now let's see what is happening. Thorn, I took all your viewers. Were they really your viewers, or were they my viewers just confused and in your stream? You tell me. Here comes the Yomies pushing into yard. CJ leading, of course, as always. There with a scout, my favorite way to push. Scout, soldier, aggression. Ubers are even though, so Yomi's hopefully trying to take this without Ubering. Yeremy goes down on the flank. Tic Tac though coming in to contest. The cap has gone though, so CJ and company have got the cap. The Ubers popped. I think they actually could have held the Uber. Ooh, CJ with a nice little bird head, but eagle face. And this push is looking like it's actually really close. It's all going to come down to who hits their shots. ATT dropping Free State, and the scout takes so much damage. Now it's just Block trying to cap it all on his own. Getting surrounded by ATT, and he goes down to Yeremy. Both soldiers on the medic up. Yeremy going to peek lower into last, perhaps, but but the Ubers basically even. If you have a 10% advantage, you usually don't want to push on that. So unless the Yomies are getting real cocky here, I expect that. Actually, it looks like they're positioning themselves to push. So they're confident in their building. It looks like they need to focus on the medic. If you push with a tiny advantage, your first target has to be the medic every time. Erica already at 90%, and I'm pretty sure she's going to get this Uber. So the moment that Uber is popped, the Yomies need to start retreating. But they get 2 picks. All they need to do is just kind of kite this, having that number. CJ with 3 kills on this push. CJ gonna make it 4 maybe? CJ gets 4 kills on that push, so a huge push out of CJ. Ties it up 1-1. They actually managed to win a 10% Uber advantage push. I'm very impressed. They got the picks. It was really smart of CJ there, focusing down the targets that were far away from the medic first and catching them before they could get in spawn. So great play out of CJ. Gonna watch him on mid here. I like to watch the guy who wins the round from his team to see what he can do on the next mid. So CJ here jumping on the roof, focusing down Tic Tac. Stronger mid this time from the Block team. Block surviving, but Yeremy and CJ just coming in from behind, both with flank routes and shooting rockets into people's backs. CJ, unfortunately here with the positioning disadvantage against a scout and a demo. Yeremy's still alive, but ooh, committing here, in on the demo. Block down to 17 health, Free State full health. That, after you hit those rockets onto Block, probably would have been wise to just focus down Block, because that's where all his damage was. Shooting that extra rocket onto Free State probably would not result in a kill, but there was always a chance of killing Block if you would have shot one more time. So slight targeting error there from him, but Blockback Mountain, after capping mid, gonna roll it in here. Yeremy on spy, so maybe a little bit of a bait play out of his. Okay, no, he's just checking the Ubers again. So his whole team are Highlander experts. They know the spy tricks. Erica goes down, so gonna be watching both medics down. What I'd rather see is when one medic dies for the other to back up and escape, but the spawns are not gonna come in here. So Newspeak is just going to get on the point and cap it. So this round going to Blockback off of a little bit of a, what I'd say, a positioning mistake, or a team movement mistake. I don't know how to describe it. After killing the medic, not immediately protecting their own from the Yomies. This is the ESEA-IM playoffs, so going into the next mid. Who won that round for their team? I think it was Newspeak. He capped the point after all, so let's watch him on this mid. He's here on the roof, playing very aggressive early, eats a little bit of spam down to 90 health. Always rough to play these mids when you're not full health, but Yeremy jumps in past him, gets past the Newspeak wall, and then Newspeak tries to salvage it, pushing in on the demo, but ATT connecting those pipes, drops 2 with pipes, and Rolling has survived. Very back and forth match here. We already saw the team that won the mid the first 3 rounds, I think, won the round, did they not? No, I think I'm wrong. But that's how it tends to go anyway. And I like to see Yomies adapting and changing their mids quick. They got wiped on the last mid, but this one they came out strong. So adapting early is always the key to staying into matches, and yeah. What's the score? At the moment, it is 2-1 for Blockback Mountain, but we have the Yomies in position to win this round. We saw them win this on a CJ push last time, and they're going the exact same way, lower, clearing the traps. CJ's leading it in, walks through the early Uber, jumps in, immediately takes down the sentry to help his team get in, but Erica got Uber in time. Wow, so the Yomies were a bit too slow there, not moving with enough urgency. Their medic, in fact, survived the mid, but that apparently was not enough to get the Uber in before Erica got it. So they were moving way too slow there. And now pushing into second, we've got Blockback Mountain recapping here. No threat of a back cap, no one hiding, so they're confidently pushing out. Yeremy gonna clear out Saw here, maybe get caught in a 1v1. He saw that soldier trail. He's gonna peek it. He has the flank. No one has seen him. Direct into Erica. Yeremy taking the opening. His team meanwhile was distracting in yard, but again, after the medic dies, they need to keep their medic up. So Rolling trying to escape, but he's gonna go down. So the same mistake made twice in a row by the Yomies, immediately killing the medic, then not just sitting there with their advantage. And Blockback Mountain playing really well with the aggression, responding well to losing their own medic. I'll give them credit. I won't completely take it away from them. I mean, they know what to do when their medic dies, but I think the Yomies could really be handling those situations better. Here's a good play by the Yomies, challenging Blockback Mountain, who were getting a bit too aggressive before their heals got there, but Block, with some expertly placed stickies, takes down Yeremy and CJ. So no soldiers, no spam from the Yomies, and Erica on crits with a slight advantage. As long as they keep building, this crits will come in with a few second window before the Uber comes up from rolling. So we're gonna see what happens here. The crits is coming. Block moving towards the shutter, rolling at 85%, so a couple crit stickies will be popped off here. The first sticky goes, and rolling is down. My god, Block is so accurate with his first shot. That's crucial though. But still a close fight, I suppose. Just Cadison versus 2, but Cabin hits the rockets, takes down Yeremy, and Cabin hits the rockets onto Cadison. It's 3-1 at half, so wow. You know, I really thought the Yomies had that round, and it all came down to that fight where they let their medic die, and then it all just cascaded away from them. Going into hopefully they can keep up their strength on the mids. They won the last mid pretty convincingly, but then it like I said, it turned around quickly after one mistake, and that's how it happens. As you start reaching the higher levels of competition, and these guys are at the tip top of IM, on the cusp of going invite here. And at that level, when you make a mistake, you are going to get punished severely. I think the Yomies learning that lesson very hard. But they need to start teaching it back to Blockback Mountain. That's what they need to do. They're not out of this match for sure. 3-1. They've had their moments. They're certainly, you know, they're certainly here to play. So they're not just rolling over and losing, as a lot of teams have done against Blockback Mountain. So going into the next mid, we're gonna watch. Who are we gonna watch? We're gonna watch Yeremy, who's been making a lot of plays lately. Let's see if he can keep threading that needle and drop in the medic, because without Yeremy, honestly, the Yomies would probably be down 3-0. He's been dropping the medic pretty consistently. Not that they haven't all been playing well, but Yeremy has been doing his job for sure. Coming into the mid here, delaying a little bit, jumping in high, focusing down a soldier first, but then dropping immediately on the medic and gets Erica. That one well-placed rocket, that's all it took. Rolling though, gonna go down to 20 health. Here, learning the lesson. Their medic dies, so they retreat. I like to see it, but is anyone chasing? Anyone at all? Free State coming in. CJ though versus Free State. CJ hits the rocket to deny. That's all he really needs. He just needs to get his medic out safely. That's all he needs. But now he should be worried about Free State. See if he's lurking somewhere around here. CJ jumping in with the air shot. Crucial deny. But oh, rolling drops to Tic Tac. They weren't aware of the soldier. But that's really saddening. Heartbreaking to watch, because I'm rooting for the Yomies here, to be honest. CJ trying to play aggressive. They're doing it well. They turned their medic dying into a mid cap, which is always good to see. But at this point, they should be playing safe. No one can die. They can't afford it. The heals are coming in only now, so Blockback Mountain will probably have a pretty easy time recapping this. Gonna watch Yeremy. He is kind of on the flank here. Maybe if anyone's gonna open this up, it's gonna be him. Actually, a drop onto a block from a sticky trap. And here comes Yeremy just leading it in. Hits so much damage onto Erica, down to 20 health, and hits a scout also with a direct. But no one trying to follow it up. I'm shocked. That really would have been the opportunity to get the force out from the Yomies, but they just let Yeremy go for the play, the solo play, and no spam, no follow-up at all. They just retreated. I think if they watch this back and see that Erica was down to 10 health there, they'd really be kicking themselves for retreating that easily. The spam comes in, Yeremy suiciding, doing his job, gets the force out, and they kite it well, but the Uber is coming all the way into last. Tic Tac peeking that choke, does not commit wisely. Rolling does have Uber, and the repush is coming. Gotta make sure all the flanks are being watched. Is anyone in the lower? Are any fights happening on the flank? The entire team from Blockback Mountain is wrapping into last. They're just gonna jump on the point, ×3. But the Yomies make it back in time. Wow, just barely making it. Only Block alive, and he jumps in. That's not gonna work when you have 6 people from the other team just sitting on the point waiting for it, delivering himself up to die. Block's play there should have been to back up and to Should have been to back up and set up some traps, try and keep his team in it. But Block going for that play actually is hurting his team on mid here, because now his spam is absent when they need to hold this mid. And look at how quickly the Yomies are just rolling through with no demo to contest them. So here we go. The Yomies solid on this round, pushing out of last. I really like that about the Yomies. They're confident pushing out of last. I think a lot of teams really need to find that confidence, find that technique, and they could learn a lot from watching these guys, the Yomies. Here we go. The Uber coming in this time, not going to make the same mistake they did last time, letting Erica build up the Uber. So they're positioning themselves to go through the shutter. Uber popped, get the demo through, get the soldier through. Focusing, no damage out yet. The heavy just standing there, so no frags. The frags actually going in favor of Blockback Mountain. 3 down already, unless ATT can work a miracle here. And he actually is finding a lot of damage, but he's too low. He gets on the point. Oh, so close, so close. Erica survives it, and they're pushing out now with 80% advantage. Really, what needed to happen there was the Yomies needed to focus some frags. The heavy was right in front of them. The medic was kind of out in the middle, but just no one getting focused, and a lot of people on the flank dying. So the timing of their push, a little bit out of sync there. 2 people on the flank dying before the Uber is really able to assert itself into last. So now the Uber coming in from Blockback Mountain. Free State trying to clear this door, spots the trap, pushing in aggressively. There's Yeremy with the bomb. So Yeremy always going to be the one getting that Uber out. He's doing his job. And so Blockback Mountain capping mid, but the Uber's maybe leapfrogged here. Yomi's now at 85%. Let's see if they're positioning and confident to push into mid here. Maybe waiting for Yeremy to spawn, and then that will be the green light to go. So Blockback Mountain, though, again, this is their signature play. They try. Oh, I just heard a drop. Block. Drops 2 people with the trap. Blockback Mountain, though, every time that Yomies have pushed one side, Blockback Mountain has tried to wrap and go behind. So whoever's calling these strats is doing quite a good job of it. And they're just rolling in and overwhelming the flank every time. So I would have hoped that at, what is this, the 5th round in the match, Yomies would have learned, would have strengthened up their flank a little bit, got that call a little bit sooner. But they just keep letting it happen. They keep letting it let the entire team of Blockback Mountain get behind them. So now it's 4-1. There's still time. Yomies can still come back here, but they need to stop making those silly mistakes, letting Blockback Mountain just win free rounds. Scissor playing really aggressive here on the point. Guess who killed the medic? It was Yeremy. Yeremy dropping the medic and the demo. CJ taking out Cabin. Newspeak caught in this corner. CJ with another frag. Oh, Yeremy with the direct. And if he hits this rocket, Yeremy is a god. Yeremy versus Free State, but Free State's going to get the frag, I'm sure of it. Oh my god, Yeremy hits the rocket. Yeremy 4K on the mid. God damn, this guy's a beast. Holy shit. I cannot contain my excitement. Yeremy, fucking roamer. God damn. 4 health. Free State with a little bit of a choke. And I just have to watch this guy. I have to watch this guy. He's hitting directs. He can't be stopped. He's on fire. Alright. Yeremy challenging them here in Saw. He's going to make another play. Yeremy's the playmaker. Oh my god. He takes out Erica. But now Cabin, seeing if he can make a Yeremy-esque play. And what is he going to do? He's down to 18 health. You know what Yeremy would do? He'd hit some fucking directs right now. But what's Cabin going to do? He's going to hit a direct on a scout. Okay, so he does get a frag. But the push comes in from Mountain, or from the Yomies. Blockback Mountain kind of scattering here. Anyone hiding? Looks like there is a scout, or no, he gets cleaned up. So The Yomies actually with some momentum here in this round. Yeremy coming in. Jumping in, getting some aggression in. See, while his team gets on the point, he gets in and pressures them. Takes out Erica with the help of CJ. And now Blockback Mountain is trying to push in off that. I'd really like to see some confidence out of the Yomies with the heals in their favor. I'd like to see them hold this. I certainly would, but I've seen an issue with the Yomies is when their medic does survive, they tend to lose track. They tend to like leave something open for someone to come kill their medic. So I have a feeling they're not going to check this, and Tic Tac is gonna kill someone. I don't know. I feel like that's about to happen. Here he comes, catches a scout. 2 easy rockets, takes down that guy. But Tic Tac still alive. He is the pocket, but kind of isolating himself here when his team has already gone down 2, and this could be a big problem for his team trying to hold last. Right now it's only Free State and Newspeak here at last. And unless Tic Tac can flank quick, the push from the Yomies is in. They're starting the cap. They're on the point. And they get the cap. So bringing it back 4-2 now. 4-2. And let's see it, Yomies. Let's see it come all the way back. I'd love to see it. ATT jumping in here. Coming lower. Let's see what he can do on this mid here. I should be watching Yeremy. I think we all agree, but we're on ATT. Give him some love. Hits a nice sticky in the air. Look at that blue medic just wandering across the mid all alone. ATT getting 1v1 by a scout, but I think he's going to survive this. Cadison comes back to assist. And a very strong mid from the Yomies. That's what I like to see. The aggression from Blockback Mountain just scattered. We saw the soldiers jump but not really land on anyone, and then we saw the medic just kind of wandering across mid. He gets picked off really early. So maybe a little bit of pressure, a little bit of nerves setting in on Mountain. I've seen some streams of them. They tend to stay composed, but they also tend to have a little bit of tension, a little bit of underlying tension going on. So if that's what's happening, you know what? Why is this camera so high? I think it's because I set it high when I was doing my wrist stuff. My bad. So why don't I lower that a little bit for you guys? So we have a pause. We do have a pause here. Okay, it was a quick pause. Unpause now. Not a big deal. But the Uber advantage for the Yomies. Pushing in here, Yeremy goes down. Yeremy down, I'd say retreat. I'm just kidding. They have the Uber advantage. Trapping off the point. Hitting good damage on the heavy. Sentry is still up. Tic Tac gets piped. Oh, ATT barely surviving. And focusing down the medic. Oh, he commits to the low ground. And does not take the medic out with him. Oh my god, crucial. Erica weak, and Cadison and Scissor come in from behind while Yeremy distracts. So, Erica down again. What does Blockback Mountain always do? They always go aggressive. Not this time, though. So, here we see the Yomies pushing in through yard, moving as a team. Who's going to open it up from Blockback Mountain, though? I'd like to see CJ jump in and pick someone out here. Here comes the soldier. CJ jumps immediately. The counter jump, but Newspeak just pushes it and kills Rolling? How? What the hell happened there? But the counter aggression, CJ needs to hit these rockets! Crucial misses, and now ATT stuck behind, Cadison stuck behind, Yeremy stuck behind, and these late deaths are going to be a real problem when it comes to holding middle. So ATT still? Oh, he's going to bomb with 9 health. He needed to die sooner, to be honest. He needed to die.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
So, a little bit of a pause there. No idea why it happened, but now we are watching Blockback Mountain push through yard here. Here it comes. Anyone in position to get the force out? Any damage coming? A little bit of spam. Erica weak, down to 60 health. Does Uber, so the Uber coming in on Tic Tac. Tic Tac trying to chase. Yeremy goes down. Yeremy always seems to, trade his life to get the force out, but that's the roamer's job. And now Blockback Mountain fully committed, but a lot of damage going in onto ATT, and he's going to go down. Newspeak following up on Tic Tac's damage, but the Uber is popped, but will they be able to clean up these frags? It's all on Scissor, and I feel like it's over. Yep. The match has concluded. Just a messy Uber there at the end, and Blockback Mountain as a team focusing down the players outside of the Uber. Scissor wishing them good luck in the rest of the playoffs. That's some good sportsmanship. GG's. The match has ended 5-2. Blockback Mountain survives. They come out on top, victorious, and advancing into the next round of playoffs. I believe both teams should be advancing, right? Or I hope Yomies aren't eliminated, because I'd be sad, because I like them. But certainly my favorite plays from the match came from Yeremy. His 4K that one mid, and his trades on the medic, and all his big plays were quite entertaining. From the Blockback Mountain team, I'd say the biggest playmaker. Who was it? Who was the biggest playmaker from Blockback Mountain? I kind of want to say it was Block himself, the demo, getting a lot of crucial frags, and then with the crits, of course, dropping people everywhere. Yomies have been eliminated. Oh, that's sad. But they played well. They had a good season. I'd never heard of them before this season, and now they're on my radar. They should be on everyone's radar. Good team, fun to watch. I hope they stick it out. Hope they play next season. What's going on?